After lunch, mga 1:27, tinawagan ako ni Senator Jinggoy Estrada to say, SP, wala na si Senator Bato sa Senate. So I checked and asked my Chief of Staff to ask the Sergeant at Arms for a report. So may spot report pala talaga siya. I can read it to you. Ito na yung spot report. And then right before, when I came in, di ba, when I saw you guys, sinabi ko na rin, ay sorry, hindi 1:27, miss call niya pala yon. So,
27 ngayon.
yeah, around,
1:27.
basta around lunchtime na ako tinawagan ni Senator Jinggoy. So, okay. Yeah, sorry. So what time siya? Yeah, what, no, yung not the incident, yung pag-alis ni Bato. Okay. Yun yung yung dun kasi sa attack kagabi hindi pa tapos, so there's a report po anong oras siya umalis.
Sir, may mga camera sa likod.
Nasaan yung incident?
Sir, may camera sa likod.
Ano sa yung incident? Wala. Okay. So, long story short, kinonfirm ng Sergeant at Arms that he's no longer in the building. I'm waiting for the complete incident report, anong oras umalis. In the meantime, nakausap ko at nag-text sa akin yung kanyang wife. And I told her naman na I will papaabot ko sa Filipino people and sa 13 yung kanyang message. So sa 13, sabi niya, sana wag sayangin yung sakripisyo na ginawa ni Senator Bato. She hopes that we stick together. Tapos eto sabi niya sa akin, good PM sir, in behalf of my family, we would like to thank you and all the other senators for all the support you have done for my husband. At the same time, I'd also like to ask for forgiveness for all the confusion and havoc it has created in the Senate. It is for this reason, I am sure that Ronald made his, in quotation mark, escape. He told me habang tumatagal kasi siya dyan sa loob ay mas nadadamay pa kayo. Alam naming hindi lulusubin ng NBI at CIDG and police o sino pang mga militar ang Senate kung wala siya sa loob. Kaya kahit na gaano siya ka-safe dyan, mas nangibabaw pa rin para sa kanya ang safety ng lahat. Nung umalis ako ng Senate 9 PM para umuwi kami sa bahay, last namin na pag-usapan, dyan muna siya mag-stay put. Dyan, yung stay put lang raw siya dyan sa loob kasi safer for him. Total may 72 hours TRO. Nagulat at natakot na lang kami for his safety nung narinig namin na sa labas na siya. Wala sa plano but knowing him, I am sure he took the opportunity nung nagkaguluhan at nagkaputukan na. Pasensya na po sir, mahaba message ko, etc. I really do want to thank you and ask for your forgiveness and understandings. Ito lang ang paraan, hoping you find time to read this message, no? So what I did is I also asked the secretariat, they gave me a report. Up to this point in time, the promise of the NBI director na he will give me at least two things. One, a copy of the warrant officially transmitted, because he told me in front of the other senators na sa kotse lang niya, 3 senators were asking na ibigay na niya sa amin, but he looked at me and said, sir, pwede bang formal ko na lang i-submit tomorrow? So that was Tuesday. It's Thursday, we still don't have it. And he promised me na ilalagay namin under his custody yung Siyam, pero magre-report ka agad about the manner that they tried to arrest Senator Bato, and number 3, in connection with number 2, report dun sa ginulpi nilang isang member ng OSAA. Still zero report from the NBI. So I'd like to clarify to everyone, we did not arrest Senator Bato. We extended the courtesy and the traditions of the Senate that hindi pwedeng mag-aresto sa loob. He's not under arrest from any of us. And so far as we're concerned, there's no warrant of arrest for him. So he knew from the start, I knew from the start, I never hid from any of you. Anytime you ask me, nandiyan pa si Senator Bato, I answered you to the best of my ability. And I told you, nandiyan pa, tinanong nyo how long will he stay, as long as he likes, di ba? So he made that decision on his own. I found out when Senator Jinggoy called me. I had no idea last night because he came pa to see Sec John Vic. So I brought Sec John Vic sa taas, sa 5th floor because ni-request nung isang staff na, sir, hindi pa alam sa 5th floor na secure na at hindi pa nila alam ang nangyayari. Baka pag umakyat yung mga pulis, baka may gulo. So I went up, medyo naka-vest at armado pa yung OSAA. So Sec John Vic asked them na lahat may barel, ibaba yung barel. We explained the situation that OSAA is still in charge inside but there's a joint investigation. Little did we know na hindi pa fully secured when we answered you because nga may na-aresto actually kagabi. Diba? I think na-report nyo na lahat. So I just promised Sec John Vic that I'll wait for his report and that siya magsasabi sa details para nga walang misfire, miscommunication o accusation. But since someone close to me sent me a text kasi meron nag-send sa akin ito. PNP confirms Browner's statement that 30 shots were fired. All of them came from the Senate from Cayetano security guard. So first of all, I don't have a security guard. If they're talking about the blue guard, wala akong kasamang security guard. If they talking about my security, they're also from the PNP. I double checked before going here. Walang nagpaputok sa kanila. Okay? So anyway, to make a long story short, ito po ang text ni Sen John Vic. The count was 27 from inside the Senate and 5 from the other side, no? So my point is verbal warning sila. Tigil nyo yan, whatever the words were used.
Sino, sir?
Sorry, yung OSAA nag-verbal warning. Hindi tumigil yung kabilang side from trying to get into the Senate. So nagpaputok sila in the air. Ang problema, nagpaputok pabalik. So eto, kung whoever the perpetrators was, di ba? Kasi nga, last night, bago umalis si Sec Remulla, sabi niya, so far they saw 1 bullet. So syempre, nakita ko yung mukha ng OSAA, that's not possible. So someone showed me the video and man nga told me may live nga, di ba? So sinabi ko lang na, Sec, can you allow